Fallout 4 should show up there. Hopefully. There we go. Yeah. Hey, look, it's Hetero again. Welcome. Game is showing up on the stream. Good. Audio seems to be coming in. So, what we're doing today is we're going to be revisiting stuff that I covered years ago when the game first came out, Fallout 4. Not that character. Is this going to be the right one? I can't see all the details, unfortunately. Level 3, good, good, good. So this is just a test character. We're not doing a proper Let's Play here. What I'm doing, as I prep my rig to be able to start modding this game. Yeah, but the blue bar on the side is the chat log, so everyone who watches this afterwards knows what's going on. So, by the looks of it, we've got... There, now we got the full game visible without it being cut off. So, what we're doing today, I've talked about this in many other places in the past, but Fallout 4 doesn't actually have a limit on your specials. Now, I'll quickly show this with console commands. But I'll then show you how you can take advantage of it in the game. Alright, so let's look at our character, shall we? Here are my specials. Something completely doable with a starting character that is a starting character. So, nothing out of the ordinary here. Now, let's pop out of there. And we're going to go into the console just to kind of show you guys just how insane this is. Player dot set AV. We're not using... Yes, but also keep in mind that I'm simultaneously casting to Twitch and to YouTube. Yes, I have got Restream back up and running, so I'm simultaneously casting to both of them, and the Restream log that you're seeing here actually captures the chat to both, so if someone shows up into Twitch, it will show up in that same blue bar. It is a combined chat stream. So, we're going to use player.setAV to set our specials. This set AV is your baseline stats. Mod AV is the modified stats. So, for example, apparel. The Vault 3 jumpsuit gives me damage resistance. I'm trying to think about anything that gives me specials on me. Eyeglasses. So I put them on. Perception +1. Go over to stats. We see perception. Got the little plus icon, showing that my perception is now at 2, modified. That's what mod AV is. It represents any changes to your stats via a secondary source. But if I'm going to say level up, and I were to go and say give myself 1 what's the next perk I really want to pick up at some point in the future? Life Giver. Because we're going to talk about those perks in a future video. So we pop out. Was he Endurance at 2? No plus. Likewise, if I were to go over here to... Ooh, where do I got anything that can work with this? So buff out. Gives me +2 strength. It'll show you the plus. I'm trying to find something that has a negative effect. Ah, easy enough to do. Help. Help. Mentat. 4. Yeah. So I'm gonna go do just standard Mentats. Player dot add item 3377B, yeah, 9. There. I've got 9 Mentats. Int and perception, but it's still not showing me a negative effect. What has a negative effect? Alcohol? I think it's alcohol. Help. Here. 4. Add item 11EA93. There we go. So you see it's got -1 intelligence. If I were to drink a beer, my strength and charisma would go up. They'd have a plus icon. My intelligence would go down. So then we go over to my stats. Strength at 7, perception at 2, charisma at 11, intelligence at 2. Negative icon. Now, I need to find an item that gives you negative strength. Let me know in the chat if you can remember what it is. I'll look it up later. We don't need it right now, but it's going to be relevant in a moment. So, that's your mod AV. Player dot set AV. Give me a special. Pick one at random. It works with any one of them, so just give me any special. Strength, intelligence, whatever. Come on, Mike. Are you still working, Mike? Yeah, the OBS does not want to show active mic when I'm streaming. I mean, it shows it peaking, but I can kind of guess it doesn't show it in live, which is weird. Alright. I've given you all a moment. So I'm just going to pick one at random. I'm going to go with charisma. Sure, charisma. And just to kind of prove my point, 999. Boop, 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 boop. Charisma over 1,000. Yes, the game can support stats with virtually no limit. I haven't found a reasonable limit. I put 4 digits in, 5 digits in, 6 digits in. The game can support it. Now granted, as you can see here, it can't really display anything over 3 digits, but it can absolutely support it. And likewise, I can do set AV charisma. Well, that's set AV. So that's the thing. Set AV. sets your stats here. So you can see here, I've got full charisma training. I can't put any more charisma training in if I had an EXP. Completely impossible. Maxed out my charisma training because it only does 10 ranks. And that's going to be the key here for min-maxing your character. This maxes out at 10. If you've got 10 or more, you can't do any more training. So, player.av, set charisma back to 10. See, it's at 11 now. Go to my perk chart. Charisma tree is still maxed out. Getting no picture. What are you doing, Twitch? What are you really doing? Seriously. Audio is crisp on Twitch. There's no video on Twitch.
If you have the right material.
Oh, Twitch. Why are you broken? Stream manager. Ha! It shows it for just a moment. And then dies. What is wrong with you, Twitch? As I see exactly what you mean, it shows it on the screen and then immediately dies. Okay, let me do a quick test. Maybe for some reason it doesn't like direct game capture, so we'll try Windows capture. And we're going to tell it to capture... No, not Windows capture. Try it, display capture. Yeah, okay. Okay. Give it a moment to update. The weird thing is, it's showing in my VODs on Twitch. Well, it's showing a thumbnail from the previous one that looks perfectly fine. But yeah. Apparently it's messed up. Twitch, what's going on with you? Because I could see my past VOD here.
Okay. And let's try first off.
Yeah, the VOD is working fine. Yeah, the VOD is working fine. So this is...
I think I actually first started working with Gregor.
This is Twitch, unfortunately. It'll record the VOD fine and then break here. Oh my mercy me. So I'm going to have to figure out what's going on here. Because the VODs are capturing fine, but you can't watch it live. But you can watch it live on YouTube. Twitch, Amazon, Mark, what you doing? What you doing? Alright. Back to the lesson. So, as I've just established here, the game can easily handle unlimited specials. They have no problem with that. I don't know what the upper limit is, but like, let's be honest here, you're not going either through mod or set AV, and no matter whatever gear or equipment or mod you're using, you are absolutely not going to get stats over 1,000. Let's be real here. But it's nice to know the game can support it, right? So, how can we take advantage of this? Well, you get your stats to 210. So, what do we need for that? Go to the perk chart. So I'm going to need another 2, 4, 6. I need 4 there, 9, 7, 8, 9, and 4. So let's give ourselves like 50 levels. Experience, not XP, not EXP, the full word experience. And I'm just going to say 30 grand. Yep, that should do it. That's 24 levels. Charisma's already maxed out. Oh wow, that wasn't enough. Okay. Another 30 grand should do it. And if not, I still need... Yeah, screw it. Another 30 grand. Notice I was giving you less and less each time. Yeah, that's how the games typically work, is you need more and more experience every level. But it should be enough. We might actually be a little bit over, but that's fine. Yeah, I got 4 levels spare. So you can see there, full 10 across the board, right? My intelligence, however, is at 9. My intelligence has been reduced. Now, what should happen when I go into our house and go and check out the Your Special book, there should only be one option available to me. Intelligence. Now, we know our intelligence is at 10. It's been maxed out. We can see that right here in the perk menu. I cannot increase these things any higher. Their base stat is 10. But right now, I'm under the effects of beer, which has reduced my intelligence by 1. If I use the Your Special book, notice the only one available to me is intelligence. So I take intelligence. My intelligence is now at a base of 11. Let's go take those glasses off. And I'm just going to sit in a chair and wait a couple of hours. Now we'll go over to specials. Take a look at that. All of my stats, with the exclusion of intelligence, are 10. Intelligence is 11. Because the Your Special book does not check what your default stats are. It checks what your current stats are. Which means that, yes, if you're under the effects of a item reduce of a effect reducing stimulant of whatever, you can get a base stat of 11. Now, granted, for this sample I showed intelligence, but it works for anything. All you have to do, get your normal stat to 10, get it debuffed by some effect. You can figure out what you want in the future, but get debuffed by some effect. Take that skill under your special, and voila! It's now a base of 11. Now, will this work if I console it in? Or do I need to grab it personally? So let's see. Because the bobbleheads, they do the same thing. You see, the bobbleheads, they just increase your base stat by 1. They don't care what it is. So, help, bobble, 4. Speech bobblehead, unarmed bobblehead. Intelligence bobblehead. Player dot. No, it's what is it? Place at me. Player dot place at me 17 8 B 581. Player dot place at me 17 8B 5B or 581. There it is, intelligence bobblehead.
Hell yeah.
Your intelligence has been permanently increased by 1. So we'll pop out of this menu, take it. Intelligence of 12. Unmodified. So yes, you can get a base stat of 11 across the board. 10 through training, 11 with each bobblehead, and then with your special book, number 12, in whatever one you want, using this simple trick. Now, just for the hell of it, because I haven't actually tested this, if I spawn another one,
Perfect.
no, only does it once. The game does in fact recognize your bobbleheads in some capacity. You still get the prompt saying, oh yeah, congratulations, but it knows that it's already awarded the intelligence bobblehead boost. Now, this will be the weird one. So, the other thing I wanted to show you is how you can actually get your intelligence specifically, to about 30. Unfortunately, to pull that off, I need to go to Nuka World. And I can't just console command myself over there, because I don't know that's going to break anything. But I'll give you the short end of it. The Habologists, if you do their, Habology test, where they blast you with a bunch of radiation, at the end of that, you get a boost to your intelligence. That boost is permanent and cumulative. So yes, the ending of our little statement here is, you can absolutely, without cheating, though clearly this is an exploit of the system, get all of your specials to 11, 1 to 12, and your intelligence specifically to around 30. I'll have to do a separate video when I'm in Nuka World to show you that. But, yes. The game has no limits when it comes to specials, and I just showed it to you here. Then you throw on your various bits of clothing, your legendary gear and whatnot. What would be a good way to showing this? I mean, I could probably spawn the rad-powered legendary onto all of my equipment. Sure, I'll do a quick showing of how that works. We'll have to do a more dedicated video in the future, but let's just drop the jumpsuit and help rad powered 4. See that thing called an O mod? So if I go and select my Vault suit, I think it's just called attach mod. B 86, and if I look away, nope, got the syntax a bit wrong. 1 second. Attach mod ID. Drop it to the ground while looking at the item. Target the item by clicking it. Either input a mod ID or R mod ID. Okay. Yep, slightly different syntax than what I was remembering. Am I not targeting the jumpsuit properly? Alright. Ref ID. See, it's recognizing it. I'm not getting an error, so it recognizes it as a valid command, but it's not firing off, which is annoying. Only one instance, it says. So does that mean I've got... No, I don't have any legendary equipment on me. Okay, if it doesn't like items that have multiple instances, we can fix that. Let's try this. Nope, still does not like that. If you have trouble selecting the item, you can use the command get player grab ref while holding the item according to Steam Community. Get player. FF 001221. Okay. I have done this in the past, but for some reason it's not liking what I'm working with, so, screw it! There ain't multiple instances of the Doom armor! It really does not like to work with this, alright. Oh, you know what I think I might be doing wrong? I'll try one more thing. Ah. I might be thinking of the wrong rad powered, because there's one that is for damage and there's one that's for armor. Shoot. Okay. Oh, 03 01 0 0301 0 B 86. Okay, frag it. I just want to attach something to something. But the idea that I'm trying to pull off, though I cannot seem to get the console to cooperate right now, so let's try this. Maybe it doesn't like the Far Harbor one. help. Come. Help. 4. Wow, I'm just having not any luck. OMOD, fortifying. It's showing up over there. So let's try first this. See if that works. Eyeglasses. Well, they blinked. The other part of it is that if the item doesn't have the keyword for a legendary, it can't take a legendary. And that might be what's throwing me off. Okay. Fine. I have workarounds for that. Help. Leather. Leather right arm. Player. Place at me. 7B. 9C. 3. 1. Heavy leather right arm. This can absolutely take a legendary. So if I say attach mod, there we go. That was the problem. I was trying to attach a mod to an item that does not have the legendary keyword. I'm so used to running with my own mods that add the legendary keyword to basically everything. In fact, I have a mod called Legendary Clothing that does just that. I forgot that if it doesn't have the legendary keyword in it, you cannot attach a legendary keyword. So there we go, rad powered right arm. The higher your rads, the better your strength. Now I currently have 0 rads, 10 strength, as you can see. But let's see. Help rads. 4. You can actually deliver radiation damage to yourself. I cannot remember the exact way to do it. But you can in fact just directly hit yourself with radiation. Let's find out. I can always hit up the console commands. Fallout 4. Player damage AV rads 40. That'll work. Player dot damage AV rads 40. TAMAGE. Oh, rads. So there's my rads. Strength is still at 10. So we'll go with... I'm scared to do 400. So we'll do it in blocks of 40. Do 80. That should get enough effect. There it is, strength plus 2. So, as I've shown you here, we can absolutely get our strength or our stats ludicrous levels through the use of the base stats, the bobbleheads, the book. In fact, if I wanted to, help Bobble for where are you? Yep, there we go. Seven, 8B, 6-3. Look down, and there should be strength bobblehead. And there you can see, my strength is now at 13. I mean, it's, my base strength is 11. And just for one final bit of insanity, while simply dropping and picking up the Your Special book will not in fact work. Let's go to Miscellaneous, Your Special. You can't just drop it, pick it up again, get that option again. Shoot. And yes, if you have no specials that are qualified, I'll show you what happens. But if we spawn it in again, for some reason, if you spawn it again, the script gets confused and will proc again. So help your special. Miscellaneous player dot place at me 1A 6-2 D4 1. So that places a new Your Special book. Pick the attribute to improve. Do nothing because I don't have attributes that can improve. But yes, if you manage to duplicate it, you can cheese the system and just keep giving yourself stats. Like, for example, just as an example, this character is now so broken. Good thing I've got to save for before we start doing all this madness. Player dot mod AV strength -4. We go in here. My strength is now set to 9. I spawn another Your Special book at my feet, which has fallen through the world. Fine. There it is. And I can increase strength. Then we go and do mod AV strength 4 to get us back to the normal. And yep, so yeah, there you go. So That's how your specials work here in Fallout 4. Not as clean a video as I would have liked to have done, to be honest. I definitely had some glitch points in the video, but I hope everyone can find this video useful. And happy Fallout outing. I'll hang on the screen for a couple minutes because there is always, of course, the lag delay on the chat. And we will see where we go from here. Nice cold water from my own filter. Sudden LLX jump scare now. I don't even think I have my camera set up. I don't know if I can actually activate my webcam. I don't even know where it is. So no jump scares. Those board characters are all broken in all the stats. It's a good thing I've got an ultra save. Alright, so I will be ending the stream in a moment. The next stream that we do, I will be showing you the power of what I like to call the survival perks. For you see, Life Giver gives you maximum health, which is useful in survival mode. And at the highest rank, you get slowly regenerating health. Well, where's the other one? Ghoulish, radiation, heals your health. Solar powered, your health slowly regenerates. I can't recall if there's another one that has a health regen effect. There's toughness, which just gives you damage resistance, and then there's refractor, if I'm not mistaken, is another one. Yes, refractor gives you energy resistance. So if you're looking to maximize your survivability, these are the perks you want to look at. There's also Rooted, which increases your damage resistance when you're standing still. And I believe it actually has a counterpoint over in the called Commando, a moving target. So you get 25 damage resistance and energy resistance when you're sprinting. So between moving target, if you take moving target and Rooted, if you're sprinting or standing still, you'll get plus 20%, 25% damage resistance. It should be noted that sprinting is not running. Sprinting is not walking. Sprinting explicitly... I need some room. Sprinting is that. That is what sprinting is. Sprinting is when you're spending your endurance to move. So when you're using moving target, when you're like this, you get plus 25% damage resistance. This would be when Rooted takes place. And if you're a melee build, this is counted as standing still. So if I'm within range of, say, for example, Blitz, that counts as standing still, which means it counts for Rooted. Then you throw in the 3 perks I talked about for health regen, and you're quite survivable. And there's an extra perk book you can pick up in the Boston Mayoral Shelter, which gives you health regen. So you throw solar powered, ghoulish, and Life Giver together, plus with the book, that's 4 health regens and immunity to radiation. Well, not immunity because you take radiation, but you heal from radiation. You add in toughness and refractor, and that gives you some base damage resistance. You add in rooted and moving target, that gives you more damage resistance. So if you're running in survival and you're having trouble surviving, look at these perks. Well, we'll do a more deep dive in a later video, and I will use the console command again to poorly torment my character here. But yes, those are tricks you can use. And we'll go into them in detail next time. But for now, you're special. Peace out.